What is going up, YouTube? This is your boy Like One FN doing a quick little video right here and seeing everybody with the Doom stuff. Now, and also, I'm gonna call it a refresh. This is a refresh video. So let me get the refresh out of the way and then get into the topic of what I want to say. So the refresh is this. I want to recant what I said. I was wrong. I was wrong, 100% wrong. That I thought that Bethesda is only going to publish 2 games for Nintendo and then they're going to walk away. I am surprised they're doing 3. And I was wrong. Skyrim, of course. I said before, Doom will be a perfect fit over to the Switch for some cases, which I'm gonna get into into the definition right here. And then I have Wolfenstein. Never thought of that. I was like, wow, that threw me off. So in other words, I was wrong. 3 games. I was wrong. So, hey, it is what it is about that. So, with that said, have a little amiibo thing. With that said, I want to talk about Doom itself. Now, there have been controversies and all kind of stuff going on on YouTube about Doom and everything. And I'll say this right here. Unlike other people, hey, anybody, if Doom is interesting to you, buy the game. If it's not, don't buy it. It's your money. Don't let nobody tell you why you're buying it. But a fellow person to the channel, Dr. Feelgood, and there's other stuff. You know, they brought up some stuff, and I want to put out at least my point of view of things, in a way. Now, other people say, there are people who say, yeah, that's why the games are failing because Nintendo don't buy games, and Nintendo fans don't buy third parties and all that stuff. And to an extent, that is kind of a truth. Technically speaking, it's more than half truth, because the Nintendo fans that makes the most money for Nintendo, and people keep on forgetting, is all the mom and pop family members who buy those kind of games, not the people who are always hardcore. Which I remember, you buy the games, but there's a small amount of you compared to, again, my co-host, my cousin who buy games for that. They buy Nintendo games only on their console. They barely buy any third-party games. That's the difference. But we, the fans, we buy third-party games and Nintendo games. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. So, now, I'm going to tell you why, for me, I'm not like getting Doom. I have Doom on I bought Doom on Steam. And you know, if you've been following my channel, you know that I have no problem rebuying games. So you might see some in here, but I have no problem rebuying games to support the developers and the publishers if I feel it was a good content or whatever. Now, the reason I'm not buying, now Dr. Feelgood brought up in his video, and I've said this many times on my channel, so you can go check it out. I've said I am not a good twin stick person. That's just not my thing. I hate twin sticks. Again, but I would play a game if it's important. And I'll show you in a video in one of the games I have here. But it'll bring it to the Switch, and they're not using motion controls. Capcom's saying that they're gonna bring Resident Evil Revelations and stuff with the motion controls. If they do that, then I'll say this: I'll buy the game. But I'm not hung up into that, because I've said that I always want to buy, if you come to the Nintendo's console, like the Wii U or the Wii, hell, I even bought, and you could see it in the channel, what's that game? Wither Your Sky Soldier. The Wii uses the remote, the Wii U didn't, which is weird, and I always thought it was a problem. But since I played, since I played shooters, and the Wii showed me how shooters going to be, I'm sorry. I am totally sorry. Alright, what you see right here is a game. I'll tell you this right here. This game was a launch game for, well, not the collection, of course, but this right here, Raven Rabbids, the first Raven Rabbids game. And then you have the game, we have the Plunger. It was the first person shooter. And that gave me aspects of, wow, I like having a remote and shooting exactly what I want. Now again, PC and mouse is accurate. I don't doubt that. But you see, my thing is, I don't want to be using like the buttons here and whatever. I like having the nunchuck, having a thumbstick to move around, and then move around and have the remote turn, whatever. So Right here is a list of stuff I'm gonna go through quickly. This is a list of this is all my shooters, and I used to consider shooters. So motion control from since then, and then I got into other games. It's like, oh man, if I'm playing a first person shooter, I have to play it this way. I have to play it that way, and that's one of the main reasons I'm not buying new for the Switch, because it doesn't have that. And I'll explain again why I have it for the PC. Even though people say that, oh well, whether you talking about, like, are you using mouse and keyboard there for it? Not really. So this right here, one of course, and two, the others nah, the other one not really. But first person shooter, we want an nunchuck, motion controls. Another one is in here is Splatoon, but I'm not gonna, on the Switch I got Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1, of course. Those are gyros, so motion controls. That's why I like it. Here's another thing. Here's another game I have. Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. Railgun shooter. We want an nunchuck. Make this way better. Darksiders. What else can I say? Nunchuck. Make the game way more better. I'll say this is not a shooter, but this is something I like. I don't play golf games that much, but because this uses the motion control very well, I bought this game, the first one and the second one. The second one I have, really, the first one I rented. And this, I gotta beat this game. I'm very far in the game, but it's almost a never-ending game anyway. But I love playing the golf game with this, because when I saw the potential in Wii Sports, this is freaking awesome. Love this. Motion controls make this way more fun to me. Of course, you guys know the Metroid games. Like I said, that right there don't have the motion control, but of course, motion control. But when they that don't have it, and of course, this don't have it. But it's not twin sticks. It was a lock on like Zelda. So these games don't have it. But these are shooter, first person adventure, but they're shooters. But of course, when they release it on this, well, you know the answer already. You already know the answer. So I picked this up, not only because of the Metroid, but I like that they use the motion controls for that, of course. And of course, this right here cemented it, saying, wow, this is why I like the motion controls. Motion controls with the shooter on this. Love it. This game, GameCube, yeah, we did it. And even with Shinji Mikami said this is the best version of this game. Hell yeah, that's why I picked this up. The shooter, oh man, makes it way more better. Sleeper hit, Conduit, love it. It is more repetitious than it need to be, but I like it. They use motion controls. You can throw a bomb by throwing a nunchuck. They took full advantage of it. Love it. And when you play people who got dual stick compared to people who played with the thing, they got the ass handed to them. This is basically a lovely game like that. Of course, I pre-ordered and got this game when it came out. Primary 2. Loved the game because it was a good sequel. Liked it. Too bad it has a cliffhanger ending, but hey. And then of course they updated it to use the motion control plus, which I liked it. Pretty damn good. Oops. Oh damn. Well, you've seen it. I'm gonna edit out, so a lot of games, like I said. So you have all that. But then you have people who be like, oh man, don't you care about with the people, because there are people arguing about, well, Doom is 30 frames per second. How are you gonna play a shooter that's 30 frames per second? Or is the graphics is not that great? Hey, if the game's fun, the game's fun. If it's not really broken, then I don't gotta work. If it's not really broken, that's the whole point. I don't want it to be a broken game and miss. Cause here you go, Call of Duty, the graphics not that great. I will admit this graphics was nowhere comparison to the one on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. But you know what? Because I already feel solid with the remote nunchuck. This is the only way I can play this game. This is freaking awesome. Like it. And I'll put it here before the next pile starts. With that, we didn't get Marvel we didn't get Call of Duty 2 with that, but then we got 3, and I picked it up. Like it too. Like this game. Pretty cool. Enjoy it. I feel it's a little light. Does it have the game in there? Okay, yes, it does have the game in there. I was just like, this is a little bit light, but anyway, yeah. picked it up. Again, graphics not compared to the other games, but hey, it plays just as well, and the nunchuck remote just enhances this game way well. Another game. This game, love this game. GoldenEye, Daniel Craig. Good game. Put it over to the Xbox 360. They dumbed down the game because of the controls, which is twin sticks, sadly. And they dumbed down the game, the people stupider, really, the AI. But love this game. Also, and I think I've been in about 3 times. Love that game. Of course, this game. What else can I say? Motion controls enhance this game dramatically. The first one was not there, and I'll admit to that. But when I had the chance and I had the opportunity to get to work on this game, with the motion, now that they're using the motion control plus, this game is freaking awesome. One of my favorite games from the Wii regeneration. Love playing this game. Awesome, awesome, awesome game. I gotta buy me a reserved copy of that one. Now here's and of course the last card I played Ghosts, and I gave it away to a friend for a Christmas gift for their son. So I played Ghosts. Didn't really like it too much, but one of the best Call of Duty game I've ever played. And I played Black Ops as well. I have Black Ops for the Wii, but Black Ops 2 for the Wii U. One of the best Call of Duty games I play. Not only because it has the motion controls, right? Not only because of that, and also that somebody could play with the the screen, and then somebody could play with the gamepad while I'm looking at the screen and play, which is something that in the asymmetrical plane that was freaking awesome. But also, the campaign, holy smoke. One of the best campaigns in Call of Duty that I like. Multiple choices, found the ending. The bad guy was just riveting. I love the bad guy. I love to hate, you know what I mean, that kind of saying. Love this game. This is one of my favorite Call of Duty out there. And I was gonna buy Call of Duty Black Ops 3, but then didn't have nothing to do with the story, and I was like, oh, whatever, don't care. I don't care. Now here's one game that came to my console, and it doesn't have that, which is sad. I think that was a problem on them. They should have had that. But the only reason I bought this game and played is because the game is unique on its own. It's a weird, unique, the melee fighting style and combo and everything you can do in this game is so different that I said, you know what, I gotta give it a chance. So I bought this game. It doesn't have the twin sticks. It has the guns don't look that great, but the story's not that great either. But the characters though are funny. And, you know, Ivan. He's a clown. He just, you know, this is basically like a cheesy 80s movie wrapped into a game, and I just like that. Like I grew up on those, and this is the whatever, and the combat is a certain way. So yeah, I like this, so that's why I picked this up. Now, again, now you say, well, like it. I mean, so you know, you see, you got Doom, and of course I got Doom, and I have other shooters on for PC. So do you use that mouse and keyboard and stuff like that? Nope. I'll show it one more time again. No, not one more time. I'll show the keyboard. This is what I use. This is what I use for my PC. As you can say, adapt your remote to your PC, and that's what I use. This is what I use. Because I love it so much, I made sure to adapt this to my Wii U. And then you could adapt anything. Basically, I use my Wii U. Come on. You could because the connector I could also use, which I've done because I love this controller. I've used the Wii Pro controller to my PC. But this thing was, I'm happy somebody, I don't know who, okay, I give the company props. I'm gonna give the company props. AKR, what it is, yeah. Man, I want to thank you, and I give you props. Thank you for putting this up. Seriously, this product. It's been a life save, and I love it, love it, love it. And this is why I say, because, see, on Doom, I'm using the nunchuck remote still. So I'm still doing it. But again, I need to have that. So Doom, I wish you sell. Those who want to get it, get it. Those who want to buy it, buy it. I don't care about 30 frames per second because people, there's a myth about 30%. People, I'll say it here quickly. There's no such thing as lock. People, I don't know when, just like how they got the constant exclusive, somebody make up these words. There's no lock, okay? Games go beyond, developers make the games beyond the 30, so when it does come up places where it's going to be taxing to the system or the memory or if the files, whatever, it might drop about to, so they made a game like 35 or maybe 40, and then when it drops down to like about, 29 or 25, here's the thing, you just still don't see it. But when it drops down to 24 or something, you'll be like, oh, okay, I can see it now. And trust me, you can't see frames, you can't see a frame per second with your naked eye. You can't. Unless you have a computer to tell you that crap, you cannot. So that's how the lock system, the quote-unquote lock system works. They build the game higher than it is, and then when it drops down, so people look for, so when these guys make these systems, which is crazy to find a lock system, which it's not, and then they see the dips always happen. Every game has dips. Every game has dips. But it's like, if it's 30, they make it at 35 or 40. If it's 60, they make it at 65 or 70. And when it drops, it drops down way beyond that, you see. But you could see 60, you could see 60 to 30. You can see the difference. Down one street, you can see 60 to 35. To 40 to some extent. That's as far as, but like, that's as far as you will go. But most eyes cannot pick that up. Because they even tested some of that stuff with Air Force pilots who fly at Mach 2 speed and all that stuff, and they can't pick up some of this certain stuff. So most of your games ain't that really. It's just you guys just using it as a bragging point. But as you can see, I play games that don't look graphically intensive, and if it's fun, it's fun. Now, if it does go from 30 frames to about 15 and 10, then that's a messed up problem. If you go to 60 and it drops down, and it's a game that's Twitch based, like a fighting and a shooter, multiplayer and stuff, and it drops down to 30 to 25, that's a big difference, and you will see that. So, but again, people, if you're going to buy Doom, buy Doom. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. Don't make up no arbitrary reasons, okay? Really don't. I'm not buying it because it is not taking advantage of the Switch, which I'll be honest about that, but I already got it for PC and using this right here. And it's a fun game, and I like it, so I'm not going to buy it again because they didn't show the stuff. Now, again, I've told you about the Metroid Prime 4 motion controls. I want 26 to be the option for people who want it, but it better have gyro, at least gyro. I hope they could use the IR sensoring thing, but we'll see what's going on. But sorry, Doom. Sorry, Bethesda and Doom. You're not showing me a game that made me wants to buy your games yet. Not because it is, and still, none of the games got released, so I don't even know if the games are broken like you usually do know. Doom wasn't. That was good. But Skyrim was, but hopefully you guys fix it. And the Wolfenstein, well, we'll see what happens. But with that said, you know what it is, guys. All these games right here, like I said, I have little glitches and problems. And using this as being the most problematic, there's no perfect game out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy your game on all consoles, even PC. Peace out.